Hey there, drinking buddies. I'm a friend of the podcast. Just here to tell you that the content on Three Dudes, One Beer is in no way to be taken seriously. None of the hosts are professionals, except in bullshitting their way through life. The content your little ears are about to be graced with is purely for entertainment purposes. Any views or opinions expressed are simply outrageous to make you laugh and should only be listened to by those 18 and older. This is your last warning. After this, there's no going back. Also, Spencer's an asshole.
What up, you heathens? I'm your bitchin' host, Spenceyyy. And joining me today are the two whitest people I know. And I could say that they are also my co-hosts and good friends. Micro D, what's going on, my man?
Oh, not much, man. I just got done with a baseball game. I smell like ass and everything, but I'm ready to drink some beer and have some fun with you guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we told you to take a shower, but your wife was apparently taking a bath. What a bitch. Bitch move.
That's what she was doing, but I can't argue. She is the boss.
You should have just joined her.
Yeah. I don't think we could fit in that tub.
I mean, you can make it work, I'm sure. My other fellow co-host, Nasty Nate, what's up, my man?
Not much, man. Just chilling. It's been a little bit of a rough week, so it'll be nice to do this and maybe vent a little bit. Take it out on you two.
Oh shit, okay. What happened? Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it, Spencer. I want to drink it away,
I'm glad.
dude.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth. I don't care anymore. I just wanted to ask you.
I just want to drink my problems away. I don't want to talk about nothing. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the episode has been recorded, he will talk to us.
Not true. I'm just going to go cry myself to sleep. Drunk and naked. Covered in piss.
That's about right. Oh, man. All right, well... On this episode, we are going to talk about drunk stories. But before we get to that, let's talk about what we're drinking. What are you drinking, Michael D?
I'm drinking. It's from Devil's Backbone Brewery. It's called O-Fest. It's an Oktoberfest, and Devil's Backbone's a pretty popular brewery out here in Virginia. It's pretty good. It's a milder type of Oktoberfest than I've had in the past, but it goes down pretty easy and it doesn't taste bad, so I can't complain.
Nice. Is it comparable to Sam Adams Oktoberfest, or is it a little lighter or stronger?
I would say it's a little lighter than Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It doesn't have the bite to it. I can get a little like aftertaste to it, but nothing too bad. So yeah. It's not bad, not amazing. Just good to drink.
There you go. Well, at least you like it, man. What about you, Nasty Nate? What you drinking?
I'm drinking Against the Grain Citra Ass Down.
Yeah, my man. That's a good beer.
Yeah, it's a double India pale ale. It's freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it's very dank. I'll say that much.
Very dank.
Hell yeah. As for me, I'm drinking Prairie Street IPA from a local brewery here in Rockford called Prairie Street Brewhouse. Ta-da! Simple as that. But the IPA is not too bad. Not the best IPA I've ever had, but it's one of those I can go back to multiple times. So it's good. Let's put it
you're about to drink one of your favorite IPAs here in the next week or so, huh?
Oh, I can't wait. We should talk about that before we get any further. So those of you who don't know, I live in the Midwest, and David and Nate live on the East Coast, and I have planned a trip to fly down there for the weekend.
Yeah, his mom paid for him to come out.
Yeah, my mommy paid for me. Hey, it was my birthday gift to me, so she owed me, kind of, sort of. But no, I got away with it because she said she'd pay $100 to my sleeve tattoo, and instead I just told her to pay for the flight. So
yeah, dude, it'll be a good time.
Out.
I'll make sure to drop my address for everyone so that they can come out and hang out with us.
Hell yeah, do it, bro, do it. No,
I'm not fucking doing that. A bunch of creeps come peeping in my windows trying to see what I look like butt naked.
Yeah, dude, I don't need none of that.
Yeah.
Not when we're having a sausage fest.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, all right, moving on. All right, so for those of you who are just joining us or are some people that have been listening to us before, we play a drinking game on every episode, and each episode has 5 rules. There are 3 main rules that will never change per episode, and there are two rules that will always constantly change. So these rules are set just for us to have fun, for you guys to have fun when you're listening. Please don't drink and drive. If you're listening to this while driving, so what? Drink water while you're driving, or wait until you get home, which we recommend because it's a lot more fun that way. Because you'll probably get drunk with us as we record, as we're doing this. So I also want to say that we will not hold back on saying any of these rules or breaking any of these rules. So here are the three main rules. If any of us give each other shit, we have to drink. If any of us say bro, that will require a drink. And anybody that says fuck or shit will result in a drink. Those are the three main those are the three main rules per episode. The two rules for this specific episode will be, the first one is anytime someone says or that doesn't matter if you're in between a sentence. If someone says that's it. Mark up and take a drink. The second one that I have yet to disclose in our format for these two knuckleheads is if Nate says listen. And I swear to baby Jesus, this motherfucker says listen probably more times than I take a shit daily. All right? And that's a lot because I take probably 2 shits a day.
Hey, listen. Fucking.
Hey,
For all them
listen.
Zelda
Listen.
There's the first one, boys. Let's
Listen.
go. Take a drink, boys.
All right, taking a drink. All right, so let's go into our community questions. So for this segment, we'll be taking questions from you, the community. No matter how serious or how fucking stupid it is, we'll take it, and it's... Let me take that back. We'll take it like it's not our first time. So we have a few of our own, as well as few from you guys. So we're going to start with David. Shoot us our first community question.
Sure. All right, this one was submitted by Matthew on Facebook. He asked, if you have to play one game show with deathmatch stakes, what game show would it be? Oh, man. Well, I don't have a good answer. Nate, do you have one right now?
First, I want to talk about, I don't know who the fuck even watches game shows anymore. Like, I feel like, like Jeopardy was like huge, like the whole family, like, gather round, kids. Let's watch Jeopardy. You know what I mean? But like, I don't think game
singing competitions count as game shows anymore?
I don't know. American Idol would be real interesting if they just killed off whoever gets kicked off. You know what I mean? It's just like they just like wheel out like a freaking like a guillotine. Fucking
dude,
welcome to the chopping block, motherfuckers. Just right then and there. You don't even get you get to make one phone call, and and that's it. Like they're like, all right, you're everyone at home voted you off. So who's your one phone call going to be? And then everyone gets to listen in too. Man, that would be that'd be nutty. Not one I would compete in just because I suck at singing. So
same.
Yeah, I broke my
Yeah,
nose in high school, so I got a nasally ass voice.
My goodness. All right, so for me, I have. Have you guys ever watched or have heard of? Maybe you might be Nate. You might be too young for this one. Hollywood Squares.
Yes. Yeah, I know this one.
So this one was like early 2000s, maybe in the 90s area a little bit too. I don't really know. I didn't do the background on that, but I think that would be a hilarious one because since you don't know, Nate, and unless you do, have you ever heard of it?
No, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've probably seen it because like I was a child in the 90s, so I've probably seen it, but I probably don't remember it because I had a traumatic childhood and I tried to forget everything. So thanks for bringing that up, Spencer.
All right. Anyway, so while crying your sorrows, we'll keep moving on. Anyways, so Hollywood Squares would be a great game show for a deathmatch, I think, because in the game it's like tic-tac-toe. There's 9 squares and there's celebrities in each square. And so the person that is on the outside of the squares gets asked a question, and then they have to pick a square. And then the celebrity has to answer that specific question. If the celebrity gets it right, it becomes an X for that. If it's the person that is, that has the X, or if it's an O. And if they get it wrong, then they don't get the square. I think it'd be great if instead, if they lose, then the celebrity and or the people who are playing against the the other person, have to fight off whoever is the winner or loser of the Hollywood Squares. So if they get 3 in a row, then they have to fight off against whoever it is. I think that'd be interesting to do it that way. Or the other game I was thinking of is The Price is Right.
That game's such chance. I was thinking of that game, and I was like, that's just chance.
Ooh.
Way too much chance in my book right there.
You guessed the price of this egg beater completely wrong. Which would you prefer, gunshot to the head or hang by noose?
That would be really bad. Or I'd like to bid 200. I'd like to bid 201, and then instant death match right there. That would be. I mean, that you could see the people's faces in reactions after they say, I'll do 201." Just to be that $1 higher. And then you could see the other person's reaction, like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously?"
That's where I would conceal carry right there, and just once they do that,
on the Price is Right, dude just whips out a freaking gun. Just like, all right, I ain't fucking with this shit.
Well, looks like there's no one that bet right there.
David's just whips out his Glock. He's like, "Parry this, you fucking casual."
Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's funny. So, David, what do you got for me? Since we so gracefully skipped you because you didn't know a fucking answer, I think that's a cop-out right there.
Well, at least that's not a rule this week, okay? Well, I think I'm gonna go with Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I know I gave you shit for it's chance game of Price is Right, but I feel like that's a little less chance. You have a little less bankrupts and everything. So I don't know. I feel like I could give some letters. Have a chance with that one. I'm not too good with trivia or anything like that, so I can't really do anything with that.
So if they're up there and they spin and they land on getting shot in the head instead of a dollar amount, right? And then you go ahead and solve the puzzle, and then they say it wrong, then they get the shot in the head, right? Is that how that works?
Sure, why not?
Dude, I've got
I think we came up with deathmatch Wheel of Fortune right here, boys.
Yeah,
$1 million idea. Okay,
we should do it. Yep.
Dude, I just thought of the best game.
But we're gonna have to have prisoners. That's really what it is. So, I'll death row or life sentences.
No, dude.
All right, now you're getting into the movie side of shit. So, wait, what do you got, Nate? You were gonna say something?
Yeah. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? It's you or the fifth graders.
Jesus Lord, bro!
I forgot that was a show. I'm not gonna lie.
I totally did too.
And that's their whole slogan. It's you or the fifth graders.
I have a good one that just randomly popped in my head. Cash cab.
Oh yeah.
If you get 3 strikes, you never heard from again.
Fucking murders you in the back of the cab.
He just takes you off in his cab and shoots you.
No, even better. I'm imagining he says, "Well, you fucking lost." Slips a gas mask on, just pumps the whole thing full of carbon monoxide.
Jesus. Instant death match right there. Holy crap.
Really, they're just undercover police cars, so you can't actually get out in the back. And
yeah,
he has to let you out.
He just locks the doors. Like, he just hits the lock, like, real creepy. Just like, "Ooh, you lost." Click.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but this is gonna have to be over with.
Yeah.
Dons the mask.
And he just kicks your limp body out into the streets of New York.
Preferably in a area that is, there's not many people.
Yeah, no, he pulls up to like a back alley, kicks you out, and then takes off.
Yep, perfect. I like it. That's too funny. Nate, you got a community question you want to bring up?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go with brushing your teeth or wiping your ass. You have to give one up. No exceptions. Which one would it be and why? You wanna give this one a go, David?
Yeah. I mean, actually, this one isn't even close for me. I'd give up brushing my teeth. I've been notoriously bad at someone as brushing their teeth, especially at night. I've been a lot better in the morning, and I have trouble doing it at night, so I only usually do it once a day. But wiping my ass, I am not sitting in my shit all day. I don't want that. I don't want poopy butthole all day.
Wait, does this? Yeah, but wait. Does this mean that we can do other things though? Like, can we wash our ass, or can we not wipe our ass?
Come on, let's just say you can't do anything.
So you get one shower a day.
You get your one shower a day. You can either wipe your ass or you can brush your teeth. You can't
use a bidet.
use a bidet.
The 4 bidets of the
A
Garden of
bidet.
Eden.
A bidet.
Dude, I'm sorry.
So
I really think that, like, I don't know, man. That's so tough.
I'm just gonna go with I would get rid of brushing my teeth as well, because if we're talking about nowadays where we have to wear a mask every fucking place we go, you're the only person that's smelling your breath.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie.
So
the other morning,
I can handle that over not wiping my butt. I have to wipe my ass.
The other morning,
There's
that
no
was
doubt.
my exact thought process. I was like, whatever, I'm fucking out the door, and I was like, I forgot to brush my teeth, and I was like, fuck it, I'm wearing a mask anyways. Just fucking rolled with it.
That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, it's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to brush your teeth because you're the one smelling it, nobody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're gonna smell your own badass chronic halitosis.
Now, I will say this: you could just time your shit so that you hop in the shower right after your shit. Because I mean, honestly,
What
sometimes
if
I do.
What
do
if you're
that.
a chronic shitter?
Yeah,
You
what
have
if
to
you
shit
have
twice.
diarrhea?
Dude, you
or
got some
something
irritable
like that?
bowel syndrome? Dude, imagine that. That would fucking blow.
Or even you
dude.
have the beer guts in the morning and you have to poop not once, not
Oof.
twice, but maybe 3 to 4 times in the day.
I'm going to tell you, a shower isn't even going to get the whole job done if you're really leaking out.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
also,
That's a shitty day.
Also-
That's a shitty day.
But thank you, Micro D.
I think your breath doesn't make you smell as bad. Like, don't get me wrong, some people got some rank ass breath, but if you just don't fucking talk, no one's really gonna smell it. Whereas if you got a shitty butthole and you're just walking around town, people are gonna smell that shit. It's gonna be disgusting.
Oh, it's gonna be gross.
Just nasty.
Just call it Shitsville. That's it. There you
Yeah.
go. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, thank you. So I think we're all in agreement that not brushing your teeth is kind of the one to pick there, because no one wants to hang out with someone who smells like butthole, dude. Just
As
no
we
trust
learned
there.
last week that we weren't wiping our asses right for a while, so
That's
that's
true.
probably why we have no friends.
Yeah, that's why all of our friends are online. That's how we meet all of
Yeah.
our friends. Spenceyyy was actually I met online, and he was like, "Hey man, you want a free paintball gun? Meet me at the mall." I was like, "Yeah, dude, that sounds sick. I want a free paintball gun."
Mhm.
Yeah, good times.
Well, why
dude.
don't you finish the story? I want you to tell everybody how we met.
Yeah, he said he was a girl that wanted to give me a free paintball gun. I showed up, and he was actually a dude with a beard,
Mhm.
and he
and it turned them on.
he tried
even more.
taking me to the back of the mall because he said that's where he left the paintball gun in his car at the back of the mall where
I
no one
really
else
did.
was.
My God.
Luckily,
I
it
really
turned
did.
out there was a paintball gun, but could have turned out real bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, why would I do that? I mean, besides the girl part, I like just to get you to come.
What a strange thing to lie about just to get someone to buy a paintball gun, Spencer.
I'm not gonna tell anybody my secrets. So, moving on. Oh man. So I got a good one. So this was submitted by Zach on Facebook. What's your favorite shit beer? I.e., for example, a cheap beer that's its only purpose is to get you drunk for a night out. When I was living in the States, it was Natural Light or Natty. Now that I'm living in Australia, it's Victorian Bitter, basically the same thing. Nasty Nate, what is your favorite shit beer? If you have a shit beer. If you don't, I understand because you're new into the beer world.
Nah,
I
dude.
get it.
I mostly drink shit beer, man. What are you talking about? I drink Corona all the time. I love Corona. Corona's like my day-to-day, and I really do think that's a shit beer.
It's a shit
Yeah,
beer.
but it's so easy to drink. It's fucking like
It gets you drunk, especially with that lime in there.
yeah, dude. It's just so fucking. It doesn't. I think that Natties or PBR taste more like piss water. At least Corona's like a little bit of a step up to where it's like it's not quite piss water, and then you pop a lime in there, and it makes it taste even a little better. And so it's like it's just real easy to drink, and I don't know. I enjoy it. Like while I'm sitting in class listening to my art teacher bullshit his way through life, talking about how some painting of a titty has to do with the conception of the universe and how the universe is feminine and all this bullshit. And I'm like, dude, this dude literally just smokes a J and is like, looks at a calendar and he's like, yeah, dude, months. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm about it. Those mean things.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, literally, I'm just drinking my
This is
Corona.
gonna
Like,
take
dude, I
me-
need to get
this
fucked
is gonna
up so
take
that
me a
this shit
year.
makes sense to me. You got to be on a
my
different
goodness.
level.
Dude,
I need to be on that guy's level. I need to
Dude.
know why a boob is the equivalent to the universe.
Dude, I
of
don't
some
know.
sort.
Who knows, dude?
Like,
I think
I
maybe
want to
we
be
should-
part of that.
Maybe we should talk about that on an episode sometime.
How
I
a
guess.
titty means the universe.
Aren't we doing something like that? Something philosophical at some point?
Yeah, at some point, I think. But yeah,
Dude, sick.
Just
Yeah,
get real drunk before the episode and then do the episode.
I'm just gonna look up a bunch
Yeah.
of. I'm gonna look up a bunch of quotes from like dictators and just start quoting it, so that you guys think that like I'm coming up with all
Oh
this
my
philosophical shit, and then at the end I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was Hitler and Stalin. You guys look like a bunch of dick bags.
My goodness. My goodness.
well, so I hate Corona. By the way, I'm not a fan of Corona, even with the lime. For me, my shit beer though is Busch Latte. I know Spenceyy's with that as well with me, but
But it's not shit beer.
it's
shit beer.
It's a cheap
I don't
beer.
care what
it's
you
a
say.
cheap
It's a shit beer. Yes.
Fuck
It's
off.
a-
Yes,
Nate.
we all enjoy
It's
shit,
not a
beer
shit
here,
beer.
but it's a shit
It's
beer.
a cheap beer that's there to get you drunk. It used to be actually in early years of college. It was Keystone because that's where they always had at the kegs. So that's really why that's what it was. And then I guess we would buy it just because we were familiar with it. But Busch Latte has become my go-to shit beer.
Yeah, I like Busch Latte, so I can't really say it's like my shit beer that just gets me drunk because when I go out, I don't like when I drink Busch Light. I'm not planning to get drunk. It's just to get a couple beers in me and go home. If I'm gonna drink a real shit beer, if I remember correctly, I think it's called Rolling Rock.
Rolling Rock.
Yeah, that's like straight water practically. That's shit beer, but that shit will get you fucked up.
All right. Well, I guess if we're gonna say I guess I don't really drink Busch Latte to get drunk most of the time. But I got it tonight. I got Bud Light Orange. That's a shit beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's an
too.
easy
Bud Light is
going.
blech.
What is it about
That's an
Corona you don't
easy going.
like?
Dude, I honestly, it's got such a weird taste to me. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Have you ever
I've-
thought about
I've tried.
have you ever thought about putting tequila in it?
I
Does
haven't. I actually hate it even more.
Oh. See, I'm
I-
not a tequila fan, and that'll kind of go into our bar talk topic, but I used to hang out and go to like quinceañeras every once in a while with some friends, and just to kind of like, throw the party and be assholes and whatnot. And they would do a Modelo and a lime, or a Corona and a lime with tequila. They would pour like a shot of tequila in there. They'd take a sip of the beer, then throw the shot of tequila in there, quick mix, squirt some lemon on the top, salt, and boom, and there it's a drink. It's crazy. So I like it.
Yeah, I've tried it. Like people are like, dude, you'll love this because I actually like most of the time actually enjoy tequila, but hated it.
Yeah.
Just thought it tasted like absolute shit.
Oof.
But
No
it is
good.
what it is.
So you went with the Busch Latte as your favorite shit beer to get you drunk. Nate went with Corona, and I'm going to go with Rolling Rock.
I want to be very clear. I really enjoy Corona, but it is a shit beer.
I do too.
And but that's why I think the answer for me is still Busch Latte because it's still considered a shit beer. Like I enjoy the taste of Busch Latte, and I will get drunk to it, and I can drink a lot of it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it, but it is what most people consider a shit or a domestic beer.
I'm going to be honest, too. I don't think any of us are really beer snobs. Like, none of us are like, oh, I'm not going to fucking drink that. That's disgusting. I mean, on the old podcast, we had a whole episode where we drank beers we knew we weren't going to like, or seltzers, and we fucking hated it, but we still drank them, and we all agreed, like, they don't taste bad. They're just not for us.
Like you're gonna get hardcore gut rot with seltzer if you drink too many.
Miserable.
Which I know I did. I know we all did. I know.
Yeah, it was
we
miserable.
Did. It was terrible. It was a bad next day. Couple days. I had bad shits for a while.
Yeah,
I didn't even drink after that for like 2 days. I was like, oh, I can't do that for a while.
And
gotta hold off.
That's a lot coming from one of us. Not drinking for 2 days.
Right. Yeah, I know. Usually I have a beer with dinner every night.
That's what I'm saying. I drink daily, especially during classes. Oh man, it's probably a couple beers during one class.
Dude, I understand. Like, hey, yeah, if he's talking about a boob somehow incorporating itself as the universe, you have to drink.
Yeah, you got to get shit faced before that man's class, dude.
Yeah, you have to figure out where his mindset is. So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Let's see. Who did we start with previously? David. David, you got another question for us?
Yeah. I got another one submitted by Matthew on Facebook. He said,
Woo, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew. We appreciate you for keeping the podcast going with all these community questions.
Yeah, Matthew. I looked at your Facebook, man. I Facebook creeped you. You are one sexy son of a bitch.
Oh.
All right, continue on.
Should I say this one in a really sexy voice?
Oh yeah, dude.
Go for it, man. Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. From one shutter to your wife's Hitachi wand. What?
Can we pause right there for a second? I want to point something out. The fact that he knows the exact name of this vibrator suggests that whoever he's with has this model. So I want everyone to look up what this thing looks like, because
Hitachi wand.
yeah, because this dude's wife, or girlfriend or whatever, apparently has one of these fucking things. No man knows what the fuck that's called.
Hey, let us know. We'll give a recommendation out if your wife loves
Yeah, I'm
it,
gonna look it up on Amazon and see how many stars it's got real quick for all the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
All right, I'll read that while you're doing this.
Yeah, go for it.
From one shutter to your wife's Hitachi wand. What college-age hard liquor shots make you shudder the most? All right, I'll start. I guess I'll just start with this. I haven't really sniffed or like tried it since, but Tanqueray.
Ooh.
I've had gin since, and I'm okay with gin, mostly Bombay, but I haven't tried Tanqueray since because my 21st birthday. I'll just say this one. We'll get into other drunk stories, but my 21st birthday, the last shots I took before I threw up was Tanqueray, and that pine needle smell, it still gets me.
Ugh. See, I love gin, but now that you say that, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, Tanqueray was not a friend to me. That was a fun night, and it was only an hour and a half, and I think I had like 15 drinks during that time. It was a lot in a small amount of time. I also could have been drunk and exaggerating that. I don't know.
I hear that.
So I found the Amazon rating
for the Hitachi wand.
Yeah. So I want to first let everyone know that there's a couple different packages. You can get one for $60, which is just the wand by itself. And that has a 5.5.
So wait, before we
review.
continue, are we seriously endorsing this?
I'm not endorsing it. I want to inform the people.
This is a hardcore endorse. You're endorsing it. Let's go.
No. We're
giving
just
the people
putting out
what
the
they
facts,
want, man.
okay?
All right, and then
We're putting out the facts.
so then there's a package
I'm
that
okay with
Amazon
it. I don't care.
sells. Magic Wand rechargeable with Green Cosmos personal moisturizer 8 ounce. That has a 4-star review,
brand, though?
and you can cop one of those bad boys for $99.99 on Amazon. That's the
Ooh.
first one.
And probably with tax, it's going to be like 104 something change.
Yeah, or hear me out. Amazon's Choice, which we know that's what everyone always goes with. You can cup one of those for $25.
Damn, you can get one of those bad boys for $25.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll break after a couple uses, but
yeah, if you ram that shit hard.
dude, you gotta
Those
put
things
it.
are just
You gotta put it all the way in her butt, dude.
Oh, okay. I hear that.
Yeah.
And we're back to butt stuff. All right.
Oh yeah, that good old anal. Oh,
Man,
my
this
goodness.
episode is really shitty. Just talking about.
God, David, can you stop with the shitty dad jokes?
Dude, I'm sorry, but there's
My
one on
God,
here. It's
bro.
called the Cephon Massage Gun Tissue Percussion Muscle Massager for Relieve Muscle Soreness. Why did
Yeah,
a
wink,
muscle
wink.
massager come up? Like, this is for, like, weightlifters who need to, like, massage their thighs out after lifting. Why did that
Also-
come up with all the vibrators?
Also, why is the name so
Yeah.
long?
Like, the
Jesus,
marketing team
bro.
sat down and they're like, how long can we make this name?
My goodness.
Anyways,
That's
back to the
crazy.
question. Spencer, give your answer.
Yeah. I got a couple. Captain Morgan. I cannot drink that shit for the life of me anymore. I remember doing that when I was at a military hangout, and we were off base, and it was at a hotel, and someone was like, "I need to finish the fifth of this," and they had half a fifth, and I slammed it. Now I will never drink Captain Morgan again. because
So it's just Captain Morgan, not rum.
I can drink some rum, but Captain Morgan, yeah, I would agree with that. Yes.
So, well, if anything's similar to Captain Morgan, you can't do it then either.
No, I
So,
can
like,
drink isn't the Kraken's rum, right?
Yeah, but that tastes different.
See,
Like
that's the
Calico,
thing. It's the smell.
Calico Jack is very similar to Captain Morgan, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And so I don't know if you ever tried that. I wonder
have.
if you would have. Okay,
I have. I don't normally go for rum to begin with, but if I do go for rum, it's usually the Kraken, and because I can do that and Coke.
that's funny because that's my liquor of choice.
The Kraken.
No, just rum in general.
Oh, okay. Hey, nothing wrong with it.
I hate vodka.
I can drink. I used to drink that with just water in it. Just put water and a little bit of ice in it and let it just, it'd be good. It was good. My other one was Malort. If you ever had Malort.
Oh, I've never had it, but I know a buddy that would probably agree with you.
It's disgusting.
I've heard it's the shittiest drink.
Why they ever created it, I have no idea. They were just probably getting a rise out of it, and now it's a very famous drink to have at every bar. Every bar carries it, no matter what. And they only buy one bottle at a time. You probably once a year, maybe. Because the bar I normally frequent, they've had the same bottle in there for the last 8 months. I mean, considering it was COVID issues too, but at the same time, that's usually around the same amount of time they've had the last bottle.
Honestly, that should be part of a drinking game or something like that.
Oh no, I'd be out.
Like if they had their own drinking game there, it was just you have to take a shot of Malort.
Yeah. Another good one is Sex on the Beach. You ever had that shot before, Nate?
I believe so. Yeah, I've had a lot of shots in my day, and I just don't even know what half of them are.
Liquid marijuana.
There's one I can never remember the name of it, but it was it tastes like fucking toothpaste, dude, like mint toothpaste, and it's a mint.
Dr. McGillicuddy's?
No, I want to say it starts with an E. I feel like that's what it starts with, but dude, it's a mint flavored alcohol, and it's just dude, it's fucking disgusting. And one of my buddies, he would get up after a night of drinking, and as his hangover cure, he'd do 5 of them back to back, and then just eat some breakfast. Rumple Mints. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I had to think about it
Dude,
for a minute.
I enjoy Rumple Mints.
Oh fuck no, that shit's disgusting, dude.
Another one. Now that I think about that, because this is reminding me of my college days. Goldschlager.
I've actually never had
Goldschlager.
Oh, it's disgusting, dude.
Really?
I can't handle it. It's okay, so do you guys like Fireball? Because I hate Fireball.
Kind of.
I like it.
It depends. I'll do a shot or two of it, and I'm like, okay, that's
I
enough.
can't do a lot.
If normally when I take a shot, it's now just straight whiskey because I can handle it better. But that Fireball, no thanks. Goldschlager, it kind of has a spice to it the same way.
Yeah.
But just not as strong as Fireball is.
Here's the thing: super sugary stuff always fucks my stomach and makes me want to vomit because I don't know what it is. I don't really like sugary stuff to begin with, but when you add sugar to alcohol like that, it just makes me feel so sick, dude. So if I do 1 or 2 shots, that's max. I'm not doing any more.
Yes. So what about Jaeger then?
I can do
that's
Jaeger.
Kind of sugary.
Yeah.
That's one that I know about.
But the problem is people mix it with Red Bull. That's what gets you fucked up even more because it's the sugar side of it.
Yeah,
even if you do the no sugar, it's heavy on it.
Well, see, that's the weird thing.
So I like just doing Jaeger shots in general. I know there's a lot of people that just don't like Jaeger. So I was curious if you guys liked Jaeger or not.
Yeah, I'll drink it if it if it's
there.
I just want
if it's there and it's very minimal. I'll probably drink it with a beer though. I'll have the beer as like a backer just in case. I taste it and I'm like, oh, I can't do this as much as I thought I could. I'll drink a beer.
I'm just gonna throw my favorite mixed drink out there, but it's vodka with a tropical Red Bull, dude. So fucking good. It's probably
that's a new thing now, isn't it? The tropical Red Bulls these days.
Well, yeah. So I don't know how it started. I'm assuming that it started out as I can get fucked up while also getting an energy drink to help me stay up throughout the night. But dude, I used to just fucking slam those things. They're so fucking good. And I have. That's my favorite drink, but the one that I got sick off of I'm not endorsing underage drinking because that's wrong and you should never do that. But
But
in high school, I drank a whole thing of Jack Daniel's No. 7 to myself and absolutely just vomited like all night long, and it was my stomach lining that was coming up. It was freaking disgusting, dude. And yeah, it looked like someone had was spitting out chewing tobacco, so it was pretty bad. But
I hear that.
yeah.
Anybody else got any other shots that they want to talk about that just made them shudder, like a Hitachi wand?
no,
I got one more I want to say is rum chata. Blech.
Dude, I've never had
Another-
rum chata. The only time I've heard of rum chata was Workaholics, and it looked fucking disgusting because he had to
Yes.
go into the vat of it.
Yeah.
Yo, put that shit in some cinnamon toast crunch. It's delicious. Okay.
No thanks. The problem with any milky types of liquor, like Bailey's, I think that they're just crap. Because you shouldn't put milk products in your system when you have liquor because it curdles. So it's no good. All right, so let's move on to our next to last question. Nate, why don't you take this one away?
Yeah, so this question's directed towards Micro D, and it comes from our boy Zach. What's up, my dude?
What's up, dude?
So basically, his words were Micro D's a fuck boy, and he stole my boy Zach's blanket. And Zach wants to know, why would you do that, man? Why would you steal his blanket? And then why would you go home with it?
All right, listen, Lynn.
Bro.
Listen.
No, this is crap. Like we're sticking up for Zach, and you're just being a complete
Yeah, dude.
dick.
Zach's our boy.
What the hell,
I've never
man?
even met
All right,
Zach,
all right,
I don't
hold-
think, but
hold-
he's our boy.
Hold on.
I'll defend him more than
Wait,
I
wait,
defend
wait.
you.
All right. So I remember that this is the boy. This is the Australian guy. This is the guy that listens to Australia. That's my boy Zach. Went to college together. He's over in Australia doing his thing. He's playing rugby over there. Dude's a fucking monster.
Oh, so he's gonna beat your ass for stealing his blankie, dude.
Oh, dude, he could kick the shit out of me. But guess what? He's a big teddy bear. He's actually one of the guys from last week, or a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, where we talked about a different story. The last week where we talked about the restaurant, and we were getting into a fight with the groomsmen party,
Yeah.
the wedding party. He was the big guy that tried to stop everything.
Okay.
That's Zach. That's my boy.
Okay.
You're my boy, Blue. Anyways, all right. So I had a very emotional night. I had someone from school who had passed away during the week, and we went out and got drunk. And for whatever reason, I got really emotional towards the end of the night, after maybe 12:30 or something like that. And we walk back to his place, which isn't very far from the downtown area, and I'm bawling my eyes out. And we go inside, and he there's people that friends of his roommates and stuff that are there on couches and stuff like that. And so he's like, "Here, let me take you." And he has a couch outside. He's like, "Here, how about you sleep outside on this couch here?" And he gives me his blanket. Now, I do want to say this blanket looked exactly like a blanket that I had. So I was laying there for maybe 5 minutes, and I'm like, I am not doing this. So I started walking towards my home, and I called my wife, and I said, "Hey, can you come pick me up?" Obviously, while still bawling my eyes out, apparently. And she's like, "Sure." So I'm walking down the road, and she picks me up and grabs me. I have this blanket, and she goes, "Why do you have that blanket?" I'm like, "'Cause it's mine." And she goes, "No, your blanket's at home." I'm like, "No, this is my blanket." And she goes, "No, your blanket is at home." Sure shit, my blanket was sitting in our spare bedroom at home, and I had stolen Zach's blanket because I thought it was mine. I'm not kidding. It was the exact same blanket. We probably both got it from Walmart or some fucking.
Is this like a childhood blanket,
cheap-
or is this just like a
No,
generic ass
no.
blanket?
It's like a red comfort.
Oh,
or something
dude, because
like that.
I've got.
So
I'm not a fan.
and
I would
there's-
actually prefer it being a kid blanket. I think it would be a better story.
It's not, but you know what? It's not a better story. So fuck off, Spencer. No.
Yeah.
So actually, there's actually a picture of me the next day bringing Zach's blanket out while they're picking me up so we can go to brunch, and I'm just like holding the blanket over me and just looking like a fucking goon at the same time. So
When do you
Zach,
not look like a goon?
Zach, you know me when I get drunk. Like, I don't think very well. I thought it was my blanket, sir, and I hate you for making me bring this story up, you asshole.
So what
You
you're
son of a
saying is Nate and I have to get you extremely fucked up and when I come out there.
Yeah, that's, you know what?
I mean, I already know we are gonna get fucked.
I was gonna
up.
say if we
have
don't
to.
get super shitty one night, I'll be a little disappointed. But
It might have to be the Friday night. But
I'm already disappointed in the fact that we have to talk about getting shitty, okay?
yeah, right. I also
I
think
hear
that
that.
David deserves an extra like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 marks on under his name for stealing another man's blanket. Dude. That's fucked up.
I will give
Yeah.
myself
5.
3.
No, give yourself 5. Fuck
You know
off.
what? Meet us halfway. 4. That's fair. 4 is fair.
All right. Okay, I'll give that. He probably just put himself down for 3. He's the one tallying it.
Oh, my wife just texted me, and because she can hear me, and she goes, I actually called her to pick me up because I thought someone was following me. So apparently I was really fucking paranoid too. So I actually don't remember that part. I honestly just thought I called her because I wanted her to pick me up.
We love you, Amy.
Lord.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Okay. So we'll do our last stupid community question, but this one I brought in myself. If you were suddenly arrested for no reason and your face was flashed all over the news, what would your family and friends assume that you did? Again, if you were suddenly arrested for no reason and your face was flashed all over the news, what would your family and friends assume that you did? Micro D, what do you got?
No, wait. Before he even answers, I already know what it's going to be. Micro D, I'm telling you right now, if your face popped up on my screen and it was like Fox News, boom, boom, boom. Micro D, arrested. I don't even have to hear what they say next because I already know. This motherfucker was in a trench coat running around buck-ass naked, flashing motherfuckers in the Walmart parking lot.
Doing like a super trooper.
Yeah,
thing.
fucking
I
helicopter
knew
dick.
that I knew exactly what you were going with that one. Damn it.
You just got that face, man. Like I can see it. Especially if you grew a little bit of a mustache.
Wow.
Dude, like you'd look pedo as hell.
Oh, dude, I grow the most pedo mustache when I grow it out.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
there's a picture of me sitting next to Yoda drinking a Bud Light, and like I look straight pedo. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, dude.
touching an old man like that.
I actually
That's
like to
weird.
grow it out just to piss my wife off, to be honest.
That's awesome.
All right. I think like so the cop out answer is medical malpractice whenever I become a doctor, you know. But let's just go with like I like got caught stealing like an Xbox or something like that. Like I got really desperate to play some games or something, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna steal an Xbox.
So you would get caught stealing an Xbox, huh? That's what you think your friends and family would assume that you did.
That's such a shit answer, dude. If there was one crime you could commit, what would it be?
There's one crime I could commit.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get
I'd kill
caught,
you
but I'm just
fucks.
saying, like, if you were going to commit a crime, what would it be?
Honestly,
just
you
had
look
to.
not. I'm not trying to be that guy, but if I saw you on TV, I would think that you would have been like DUI right off the bat. DUI.
Ooh. You know, that's actually fair, and I don't condone doing this, and I don't do this anymore, but I used to drive drunk, and it's not a good time. I didn't do it very often, but I was in a college town where they didn't have Uber or Lyft at the time. And of course now after I've left, they have it, but yeah, now that I'm in a place where Uber and Lyft is there, I always make sure if I don't have like more than like if I have more than like 3 or 4 beers, like I make sure to Uber or Lyft.
Oh yeah.
But I guess that's probably a fair assessment, just because I've actually
Done that?
like, driven drunk, and I don't condone it, and I actually like really am mad at myself that I did it because my dad's had DUIs before. So
Makes sense. Well, let's hope you don't do that. I know you probably won't because you're smart and you don't want to screw up your career that you're in now. So
I'm book smart, not street smart. Let's be real, okay?
all right. Nasty Nate, what about you, man?
Dude, I mean, I've already been in trouble for drinking once, so that's the easy answer for me.
That's underaging, right?
Yeah, I
underage
got in
drinking?
trouble for underage drinking. So don't do that, boys and girls. It's a bad thing to do. That's a big old no-no. But hey, I finished up my punishment and I did what I had to do. But I think the thing that would probably get me on TV, honestly, it'd probably be like murder or something like that. Because I hate to say this, but
Right,
like,
he went
I
there.
could see it just because like, I don't know why. It's just, that's what I feel like I would get in trouble with. Now, I don't have like any kind of feelings like that of like harming anyone. I really don't. But I feel like that's the crime that I would get caught for. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's the one that you can't, especially nowadays, man. I feel like that's the crime you can't get away with. You know what I mean? Because like theft and stuff like that, people get away. I've never stolen in my life because I think you're a piece of shit if you steal.
100%.
Theft you can get away with.
agreed.
Like even if you get caught on camera, I can't tell you how many people get caught on camera at my work and still don't get in trouble for it.
Jesus.
Fucking all kinds of stuff, man. Like I mean, really, like David was saying, like drinking and driving. If you don't hit anyone, chances are you'll probably get away with it. Pretty fucked up, but whatever.
Right.
So I feel like murder's the one that like you can't get away with. So I feel like if I was to get caught for something, it'd probably be that.
David, what do you think Nasty Nate would, if you saw him on TV, what do you think he would get caught for? And be honest with him, because obviously him just bringing up his own and you bringing up your own. I want your guys' own opinion. I want someone else to say what you think they'd get caught for. So, David, what do you think he would get caught for?
It's gonna be
Because
some
I
real
said you,
fuckboy shit.
I said you would get caught for a DUI, David. So, what do you got for me?
Obviously that's like the easy answer. You know, something tells me, and like I don't mean to like be mean, but like, you know, you probably seen some shit over in like overseas and stuff. So like, I question if you would have like some sort of like breakdown or something.
So you think I'd murder
get
someone,
caught.
don't you?
No, not necessarily that, but
So
just
there
like
it is.
but just like you like are doing some weird shit out in public.
Just running around
like-
butt ass naked like the fucking trees are speaking Vietnamese.
No. I just mean like you're probably like holding a gun. So like concealed carry is fine, but like holding a gun out in open, like or something like that. Like that's what I think you might get arrested for,
Yeah.
and like maybe your butt ass naked. I don't know. Maybe some indecent exposure.
I'm gonna add on to that. I think he'd go instant schizo.
Oh my
where
gosh.
He'd be like a dude on drugs with a gun in his hand and butt ass naked, like I don't know what to
Just,
do.
like, rocking
I'm
back
like,
and
stakes
forth.
are going in my fucking head. Like, and the cops come up and he's like, you know, just doing dumb shit.
I'm just like the fucking
just going
squirrels,
fucking
man.
crazy.
The squirrels are after me, man. The
Squirrels.
They're
water's
talking to me. I need aluminum foil. I need
like-
foil for my head.
the fucking water's turning all the frogs gay, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh man, that was good.
All right, Spencer. Why don't we first like see what you think people would see you get arrested for?
Yeah, so probably the first thing my friends and family would assume that I did would be getting arrested for whooping the shit out of someone at a bar, because I've been arrested for that 2 times. First one I told you guys about last time, about the guy who said the N-word in front of me,
Mhm.
and I
He
just
deserved it.
he deserved that 100%, but I still got arrested, obviously. And the other one was because Actually, I don't even remember. I think he just bumped into me and he was being a complete prick, and then he touched a girl's butt, and then I kind of got upset, and then I told security. Security didn't do anything, so I saw him outside smoking a cigarette, took a cigarette out of his hand, and just pounded him right in the fucking mouth.
So for the first guy, did you get arrested or just detained? Because I remember you said the bartender got you out of it.
I technically got so I don't know if you want to call it arrested or detained. I don't. I guess the difference I can understand, but
were you taken to a jail cell?
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
Okay,
taken,
so
I had. The
I would
clothes
say
on
you were
and
arrested
everything.
then.
I had
I
the
would say you
clothes
were
and
arrested
everything.
then.
Yeah, you were arrested.
I was booked. I was picked. I got the pics. I got a phone call, and then I was given the clothes. And then about 8 hours later, I was pulled out.
You were arrested. Detained is more like you were put on the cuffs. They got you out of a situation, and then they took the cuffs off.
Okay, yeah, no. The second one was detained, because it was I don't know, it was just a dispute, and they understood. And then, but the second one or the first one, the whole guy saying the N-word, that was like I full on like got on top of this guy, whooping the shit out of this kid. I don't even know how old this guy was, but I was drunk, he was drunk, and I didn't even
So
care.
what did we learn,
He
Spencer? When you beat the shit out of someone, you don't wait around for other people. You run away.
Yeah. No, I'll take the
wait.
consequence. I remember having to call my platoon sergeant after that.
Yeah.
That was a hoot.
Dude,
And he understood.
It's funny because, like, being in a combat MOS, like, your platoon sergeant was most likely standing beside you in a bar, beating the fuck out of someone with you, so you didn't have to call him.
No, well, I did anyways, only because I was arrested. So I
Yeah.
had that. My first phone call was to him, nobody else. I was just like, "Hey, I need to tell you this," and he was like, "Dude, I understand. I'll figure something out." And lo and behold, the bartender and the bar owner bailed me out that night.
Nice.
Nobody else, like my platoon sergeant wanted to help, but he was like, "I'm kind of low on cash," and it was a $4,000 bail.
Oof.
So, and the bar owner covered majority of it,
Nice.
and I never had to pay him back. So, yeah. So yeah, if I got caught for anything, it would have been probably beating the shit out of someone being stupid at a bar, because I don't. If you're mean to a bartender, chances are I'll probably say something to you. Like,
That's
can you
fair.
just shut the fuck up and not worry about it?
That's fair.
All right, Nate. What do you think? What do you think Spencer would get arrested for? Something different.
I don't know, dude. Like, not saying that. I'm just thinking about a Spencer. You know how mugshots always look terrible? Like, people just look terrible in mugshots. Like, I regret what I did when I got in trouble, but I also, like, wanted to see what my mugshot looked like. And after seeing it, I was like, I want to frame that and put it in my house because I look fucking terrible. But that being said, I could totally see Spencer with, like, a couple of black eyes, and, like, he was, like, in a domestic dispute where his wife beat the shit out of him, but he got in trouble for it. Like,
damn, dude. I got my ass beat.
Just looking.
His wife does scare the shit out of me, so
yeah,
I'll be honest.
No, that's just, I don't know why, but that's
it.
just what came to mind when I was thinking about, like, what would Spencer look like in a mugshot? It's just him, like, look like he got the just absolute shit beat out of him, and it was by his wife.
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I did get my ass beat one time walking home from a bar, which was about 2 miles away from my house and where I live now. And I walked home, and it's in a sketchy part of Rockford, from where I was walking from, and I got jumped by 3 dudes, and I had 2 black guys, and it was my birthday month. This was about 3 years ago now. Jumped by 3 dudes, and
did they have one beer?
Jump by,
I don't know if
3 dudes, 1
3
beer.
Dudes, 1 beer. 3 guys, and what's funny is the way we caught them was they stole my phone, and my phone gets updated to the iCloud. Any pictures? This motherfucker decided to take pictures of him and his friends. So he got busted within the same week. He jumped him and his buddies jumped me.
What an idiot! He should have just taken dick pics. All right.
Yeah, probably would have been smarter.
Yeah, then the cops got to go around and look at a bunch of dicks. None of them want to do that.
Got to see which one is the right size. You know, it's kind of like Cinderella, isn't it?
I mean,
the glass slipper.
Spencer, if I'm going to be honest, I think you get caught like smoking weed like in a place that you shouldn't.
Yeah, right.
Like I mean,
so when
that's an easy answer.
When I fly to you guys, in a state that does not allow us to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fuck it, right?
And the cops are already watching us. The FBI,
Dude, I'm already
our
on.
FBI agents are already on
Listen,
it.
I'm probably
Dude,
already on watch lists, so
I was gonna say the same thing. I used to work in Intel. Yeah, I'm on a watch list. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I know stuff that I shouldn't know. But anyways, that does it for us for the community questions. And thank you guys, especially let's see, Zach. Thanks a lot for putting Micro D in his fucking place about the blanket. And Matthew, dude, you are one sexy animal because you keep on sending us amazing questions to answer. If you have any more, let us know. We'll definitely have it on the podcast. No shit, we will. So let's move on into our bar talk topic. Oh, yeah. This is that badass segment that we bring up a specific topic to discuss, where we ask you as a community for your thoughts as well as bringing our own thoughts to the table. This week's topic is about drunk stories. We've already alluded to it. You know those raunchy, quirky, out-of-the-box stories that you have endured in your life that maybe no one knows about. This is the time to spill the fucking beans. David, why don't we start with you, man? Tell us one of your, awesome drunk stories. Let's sit around the campfire, smoke a little pot. Let's go, bro.
Hi, man. Yeah, so at our school, homecoming is a big thing. So Friday is usually like a day where you get drunk but don't get too bad, and then Saturday is the big day. So Saturday, I was working as a home aide at the time, and I had a morning thing where I would have to go in, and I was usually there for an hour, and I get paid for 2 hours. This day I had to go in for an hour and a half. I went home, got in the shower, grabbed a beer, got in the shower, drank, got out, and I made all of my friends that were staying there Bloody Marys. And I knocked on everyone's door, woke them up, and be like, "Ho ho ho! Happy fucking homecoming, boys!" And just we drank Bloody Marys for a little bit, and we were also playing NHL for a little bit because we didn't have anything going on in the morning. And so from about 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we're steadily drinking, go to B-Dubs, get a drink there, and then kind of take it easy, getting lunch and everything, and then go back. And we started playing Wizard Staff, which ended up turning to a shit show. Wizard Staff, for those that don't know, is essentially you take your beer cans and you stack them on top, and the winner is basically who can stack their beer cans high enough without it falling off. We also play rules where after 3 drinks you have to take certain shots, which we can talk about a story about that at another time, a different time we were playing Wizard Staff. But so I think we only made it to 5 beers or something like that, and then we decided to go to this one bar that does this all day thing. Kept getting drunk there. Then our fraternity has this own dinner that we do every homecoming. Go there. We get a ride there. Get out, and I speed walk into the restaurant. No one follows me. I go in, sit at the bar, ask for a Miller Lite, and I am the only one, and I'm sitting by myself because I just want to keep this buzz going, keep this drunk going. Drinking it, and then all of a sudden, all of the people come in, so I follow. I am really drunk at this point. I apparently spilled sauce at this point, and people tell me that what I did is the waitress goes, "So, are you going to clean that up?" And I was like, "Nope, that's your job."
Oh no.
I want to remind everyone that don't ever do this to your waitress, waiter, anybody. Don't ever do that. I feel really crappy about myself for
because you
for
get
this.
your ass beat by Spenceyyy.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm just I don't want shit in my food. you know.
Spit.
Luckily, this was hibachi bar, so like I could see them whatever they did to food, so wasn't worried about that. I proceeded to like go around, like we're taking up like 3 hibachi tables for our entire group, and I proceeded to go around and like tell everyone, "Sorry, I'm being such an asshole right now," and like just went to every single person and did that. I do remember this part. Sat down, ate, and everything. Went back, like kept drinking. Went to a buddy's place that was closer to downtown, and then proceeded to walk downtown. Now I remember there was a person from our headquarters for our fraternity. He was walking with us, and he was saying some really like anti-gay things, or like that's really gay or something like that. And like we have like homosexuals in our fraternity. So I literally turned to him and I go, "I'm gay. Do you have a problem with me right now? Do you have an issue?"
Jesus.
And he shut the hell up the whole rest of the walk. We get to a bar and like we have a drink, and I'm like go up to him and I'm like, "I was fucking with you, dude. Let me buy you a drink. You're all good. We're just like, I just wanted to mess with you, and at the same time, like, you need to stop." So like pretty much the bar like whole thing was like kind of a blur. Apparently I slapped my friend's sister in the face. I don't remember that. And he told her to just go up and slap me in the face. We probably sang the 4 Non-Blondes like, "Hey, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Hey,
I love that
yeah,
song, bro.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
guys seen the
so
He-Man
fucking
video
Hey.
for that?
Yes.
What's going
So
on?
good.
The He-Man video is so good.
The He-Man video is great. So I mean that usually happened
I'm gonna
at the
watch
bar.
it right after this.
Yeah, that usually happened right at the bar. And I remember, like, I ended up walking a girl home while my friends like were behind us. I wanted to make sure that she got home safely, and then I remember like dropping her off, and then I booked it to my place because I was apparently paranoid again. And then
So you're a paranoid drunk,
apparently when I get drunk, I'm paranoid.
Yeah, apparently.
I get home. It's probably close to 3 in the morning. I'm there for like maybe 10 minutes or so, and then my friends like walk in, and I remember my buddy saying, I remember Dave walking out of his room and giving this mean mug look, like, and he was like, "Oh shit, this guy is about to really like tear into us," because he was trying to sleep or something. And then he goes, "This dude gave the biggest shit-eating grin I've ever seen." And I just went up to them and was just like, "I'm glad you guys all got here," and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. We had to have like the next day for our fraternity, we had to have a mandatory meeting. I'm pretty sure I was still drunk at that meeting because I did not feel the hangover. And mind you, I had drank from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. during that time. And like, I did not feel it until after the meeting. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot of funniness to it, but like, that's one of my favorite drinking stories just because it like, and I never threw up or anything like that. Just sheer, just willpower, I guess, to just have a great time.
Dude,
Man.
my story is actually really similar because mine started with Wizard staff as well. And it's with one of my like
Drink your
best
beer,
buddies, dude.
Settle down.
He was actually one of my medics. But
Your bestest boy ever.
dude, I love this kid. He's so fucking awesome. But anyways, so we used to drink with a couple of his friends that he went to high school with because they lived an hour away from Post. So we'd go up there, party with all the college kids. Well, they would throw parties at their apartment all the freaking time. So there was like 4 or 5 dudes that lived in that apartment, plus us 3 that would go up there, my roommate, and then this kid that I'm good friends with would go up there. So that's 8 dudes in an apartment together. We just crashed on the couch for the weekend. Well, me and all like every dude in that apartment agreed to play Wizard staff, but the only 2 that ended up playing was me and my buddy Zach. So it started out everyone was drinking. like they started in the car while I was driving up to the apartment because it's like an hour drive. So like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grab a McDonald's cup, pop a PBR in there, and drink as we go. So I'm driving, so obviously I'm not drinking. By the time we get there, they're like 4 or 5 deep, and I'm like, all right, well I gotta catch up. So I grab a beer funnel and I funneled 5 beers in a row. Now, typically like 5 beers isn't gonna get you too drunk or anything like that. But when you funnel them, they're just taking that shit to the fucking dome, dude. Like, literally, I funneled 5 beers in a row. I start my stack. Then, throughout the night, we're just, me and him are competing, and we're just getting, like, super fucked up. Well, at one point, I'll get back to the Wizard staff, but at one point, one of our other buddies who had flew down to visit us was in the bathtub. Like, he was so fucked up. Everyone's like having a good time. There's tons of people. There's probably like 30 people in this apartment. This dude's just in one of the rooms in the fucking bathtub, just butt ass naked. So all of us dudes go in there and we're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get clean, dude. Because he had like puked on himself, day drinking or something shit like that. He's like, I'm trying to get clean.
Best time of the day.
Now, him and Zach knew each other in high school and were like best friends. My buddy Zach goes, you guys are just going to let him sit in there all alone? This man strips down, gets butt ass naked, and gets in the bathtub with him. So we all start recording it. We all start recording it and get photos and shit of it. Then both of them are competing to see who can shit in the bathtub first. Dude, I was like, literally all of us, like, we're all drunk, but the rest of us are like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, anyways, so that happened. One of my other buddies was talking to some Tinder chick at this time. He's like in the room talking to this Tinder chick.
Every great story starts with Tinder.
He walks out because I guess she dared him to walk out with nothing but a sock on his dick. So he walks out to the fridge to grab another beer with nothing but a sock on his dick. Everyone just stops, looks at him. All of us guys are like, whatever, it's fucking, it's just how he is. We start talking to whoever. Every chick in that apartment, though, just dead stopped, looked at him, and just watched him go to the fridge, grab a beer, and walk back, just not even saying anything. He didn't give a fuck. Super funny. Anyways, me and my one buddy ended up getting so many beer cans that we ran out of tape, and I ended up waking up the next morning. By the way, our staffs were from ceiling to floor. Like, drank a fuck ton. And then I ended up having to use a belt to get my last fucking can on there. So there's just a belt strapped around the last can. But, yeah, that's like one of my favorite drinking nights because so much stupid shit happened, and I didn't even have to leave the apartment that I was staying in. It was great.
Jesus. You don't have anything that glorious. I think I told my last story, I think it was last episode, or the episode when I got drunk on my 21st with the tequila and all that.
Yeah, I think you told it.
Yeah, so on my 21st birthday, like I said before, I had gone out with my cousin. And what had happened was we went to a bar up in Roscoe Rockton area, which is north of Rockford area, and it's called Poison Ivy is the bar we went to. Met this guy that had the little. I don't know if you guys know what the teardrop means.
Yes, you killed someone in prison.
If it's no, it's in general.
Murder on the left, isn't it?
Yeah. So
it's murder on the left, on the right it's lost someone, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Anyways, I know the filled in teardrop. It means that they've actually killed someone. The non-filled in, if it's just an outline of it, it means that they've attempted to murder somebody. So I
didn't quite finish the job.
Right. So I was like, okay, so this guy has an empty teardrop. So I was curious, and I was drunk already at this point. So I was like, hey man, we're staying outside for a cigarette. And I'm like, yo, dude, tell me why you got this? Did you kill someone, bro? Being that asshole. And he goes, yeah, I actually attempted to kill someone. And like I said before, in the last episode, he attempted to kill the person that, kill the guy that raped his sister. So I was like, dude, I'm all for you, dude. I'm going to buy you drinks. Like,
I mean, that's kind of fair game.
I would let him. I was like, dude, I would have had a killing party with him. I would be like, yeah, let's go kill this dude. Like, no doubt.
Yeah.
I don't put up with that kind of BS. So and then he found out it was my 21st, so he was buying me shots. He's like, stop buying me drinks, man. I'm gonna buy you shots now. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So this guy's like, you want to do tequila? And I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah,
You
whatever.
you were drunk. You
Yeah.
definitely were like, yeah, I should.
Yeah,
No, it was this.
but-
This is what it was. It was, hey man, you want to do tequila shots? You're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, let's do some fucking tequila shots, dude.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't even like a second. It was like a quarter of a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a millisecond of should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, dude, let's do it. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go.
It's that bro mentality where someone's like, let's get
Yeah.
drunk. And you're like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, so we ended up getting like slosh drunk, like so bad. Drunk.
Schmammered.
Schmammered.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So the next, I ended up trying to get up so my cousin's duplex that he lived in, or condo technically, had like 3 steps up from the main door into the living room, and I literally fell on all 3 of those steps trying to get up. Then I fell asleep on his couch while him and his girlfriend played beer pong, and I was going to play, but then I was already too drunk. So I was like, yeah, I can't play that shit. The room is like spinning 50 times a second, so I had no idea. Anyways, the next day, around 10 in the morning, I get a phone call from my dad. He's like, hey man, are you want to still go, you still wanting to do, go fishing? And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I already said yeah to that like a week ago. So I was like, all right, so sure, I'll go. So I put sunglasses on. I took a shower before that, tried to wake myself up and not be as drunk, and sober myself just a tad. I put sunglasses on because my dad's a recovering alcoholic, and I was trying to avoid talking about that, and I was like, I gotta pee, so I go up to the front of the boat, and I'm taking a pee. Next thing I know, I'm nosediving right into where I just pissed into the lake, right? So I took a swim into my own piss. And I ended up actually telling my mom that for the first time today, and she was like, she about lost her shit. She was like, that is the stupidest yet funniest shit I've ever heard. And I was like, yeah, I have some pretty bad drunk stories. And I ended up mentioning multiples to her, but that one resonated the most because that was the drunk story that carried on to the next day, so to say. So yeah, it was a bad day. I don't even remember that night. My cousin had to remind me of the whole night, of who I met. I had his number in my phone. I still talk to the guy to this day, the guy who went to jail, by the way. I still talk to the guy to this day. I saw him about 2 weeks ago, actually, at a local bar that I normally go to, and bought him a drink because, we're friends. And he goes, he's like, hey, man. He's like, you're the guy that bought drinks for me at Poison Ivy. And I'm like, dude, that was like, I'm 30 fucking years old. What? How do you remember that shit? I guess he just doesn't go out very often. So it was a very rare occurrence. And I was like, that's crazy though. So that's one of my drunk stories.
Nice, man.
It's not the greatest, but
I still think it's a good story. I like it.
Yeah, I nosedived into piss the next day. It was awesome.
Yeah, I actually paid attention this time and actually remembered to actually.
Oh yeah, you didn't pay attention last time. That's right. You stupid idiot.
Yeah,
I
don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to me last week.
No, you're good. I know that we've got some more questions, or not more questions, but we got more drunk stories. But let's talk about some of the ones from the community. We got Roberts, who actually contacted you, Micro D, to do a call in and explain his drunk story. So Robert, we're going to play that right now.
Hey everyone, this is Rob, a friend of Micro D. I have a drunk story about a friend and I winning some tickets to Summerfest. So we went to Summerfest in Milwaukee, and we ended up tailgating a little bit. We gonna decide to sleep in our car for the night because we didn't want to get a hotel because we're just some broke college students. So after getting drunk at Summerfest and having just copious college-esque shenanigans there, And we decided it's only like 10 o'clock at this point. We should go downtown and continue drinking because the night was still young. Uh, Now, granted, after the whole time being there, recording the artists, whatnot, phone batteries really low, and our phones ended up dying. So we decided to stick together so that we wouldn't lose each other because it'd be like a needle in a haystack if one of us lost each other. So we said that we would meet at this big skyscraper that everybody could see, if anybody got lost, and we just have that as our meeting spot. But so after drinking enough at downtown, my friend just ended up just running off. So I had to chase after him, unknowing what just happened. Like, was there a bee or something? I don't know. But he just takes off, so I have to chase him down. I lose him for about like 5 minutes, but thankfully I ended up finding him again. I said, "Hey, what's going on? Like, why'd you run off? We got to stick together, remember? Because you don't know where the car is, and I don't want to have to like look everywhere for you." And so he says, "Oh, yeah, okay, let's continue on." So it's probably about uh, you know, 12:30, 1 o'clock at this point, and so we're heading back towards our car. We're still fairly drunk, but there's like a formal club bar that's got like fancy attire. So this guy like is a bouncer, excuse me, and he is wearing a pinstripe suit. And so Mike just all of a sudden says, "Rob, it's the mafia. They're after me," and starts booking it. And I'm like, "What the hell? Not this again." So I am just chasing him down and chasing him down, and I just end up losing him because he's just sprinting, ducking in every alleyway. And so I'm like, crap, I've lost sight of him. And I continued looking for him for probably a good half hour. And then I realized that I can't find him, and maybe he went back to the parking garage where we parked the car, because maybe he's just back there. So I go back there, and guess what? He's not there. Great. So I decide, okay, it's like 3 o'clock at this point. Uh, Maybe I should just like sleep for like an hour or just something, just like wait for him. And so after about sleeping for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, this lady comes and knocks on my window, and she's like, "Oh, you can't sleep here." So I said, "Okay, crap. Well, I'll just drive around and see if I can find him." But needle in a haystack, it sure was. I must have searched that entire city of Milwaukee for about 6 or 7 hours just looking for him, and to no avail. And I had no other place to go, so I go to the police office and I say, "Hey, I lost my friend at Summerfest. We're out of town. Do you know if you can help me or anything?" And they say, "Sorry, we can't do anything until it's 48 hours because it's a missing persons report at that point." So I'm like, "Great." It's getting to be later in the day, and I have to work still that same night. So I called my dad and I asked him, "What do I even do?" I've looked for this guy for like several hours, like, and I have like barely any sleep, and I still have to work tonight. I would feel really bad leaving him here, but his phone is dead. I can't get a hold of him. I can't stay here all day and night for him. So he says, "Well, he's gonna have to at one point have his phone charged, and then he'll be able to call for somebody else. But yeah, if you have to work, in a couple hours, then, I guess you have really no other choice." So I'm just about to leave, and I get a call from a Panera Bread, and so I'm like, "Well, that's weird." Usually restaurants don't call, people. But I pick up, I'm just about to start heading north, and, it says, "Is this Rob?" "Who is this?" "This is Mike." "Stay right there. I'm going to come and get you." I get to this Panera Bread, and sure, there he is. Stupid grin on his face, comes out to the car. I'm madder than hell, probably the most mad I've been in my entire life, but he's just relieved to see me. And so I'm just like, "All right, shut up, get in the car. You're driving back. You're buying all my gas, paying all my food. I'm still hella mad at you. You're buying drinks when we get back. What even happened?" "Oh, I don't know. I just remember coming to on the floor of some parking garage, and then blacked out again, and then just became conscious trying to get into some dude's van, not like being kidnapped, but just trying to open the door to some dude's van, thinking that it was your car. And that was probably one of the craziest drinking stories that I've ever had.
So, guys, what do you guys think of that story? I mean, that's like lunatic that he lost somebody after Summerfest.
Yeah, dude, I've only ever lost someone 1 or 2 times, and I can tell you right now, it's the most frightening feeling because you kind of feel responsible, even though like that's another grown person. Like you somewhat feel responsible because you're like, dude, that's my pal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a good feeling. So I definitely understand like his feeling of being pissed off with him. I think I've told the story about the satanic lady that I ended up crashing on her couch before.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that story.
And I'll tell you what, dude, that situation was a little different where like my buddy just left me with someone because I was way more drunk than him. But I was super pissed at him in the next morning because he wasn't answering his phone. He wasn't texting me, and he just slept in the car in the parking lot and didn't even fucking tell me. So I was like, dude, what the hell, man? Like, you gotta, I'm your homie. Like, why you leaving me hanging? You know what I mean? So like, I definitely understand like his frustration with his buddy. But like at the same time, we all do stupid stuff when we're drunk, and hopefully you come out of it okay and
especially in your college phase.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, when I first turned 21, man, like I was drinking every weekend at bars, partying, getting absolutely just trashed.
You had the opportunity to go out and not have to work. Like you could, hey, yeah, I'm 21, yeah. I can fucking drink.
And
now.
I had a steady paycheck and no bills to worry about. You know what I mean? Like that's all.
Right.
I didn't have to worry about nothing, so it was just getting drunk. And at the time, I wasn't in a relationship, so I had no one to worry about but me. So I didn't really care about my safety looking back because I was doing some stuff where it was just like, that's real stupid, man. Like now I would, you know, a couple years later, and I'm like, I would never do anything like that again.
Oh, I've been there many times.
Yep.
Been there many times.
It's real bad when you wake up the next morning and you go, oh, that was bad. Like,
all right. Yeah. I just, we'll get back to Robert's story. I just wanted to mention something about Nate saying, you're my homie, because my buddies Nick and Dylan, they'll know the story well. We lived in an apartment together, and it was thundering and lightning outside. And we had some neighbors across the way, and they like walked in like through our apartment, and they were yelling at each other. And we had a buddy who came up, and his like girlfriend like was hiding under the table at this point, because apparently she got scared over shit like this, and they were just keep yelling, I thought you were my homie! I thought you were my homie! By the way, they were Asian, if you couldn't tell by my terrible accent.
Okay. I couldn't tell by the way you were accenting me.
And so they were like yelling that shit to each other. And that's really just my story, but it was hilarious that that like someone would just like hide underneath a table. By the way, this is a small like round table that's like nothing could actually.
I'm assuming she was drunk as well, right? Like, there's no way she was.
No, you might go
I actually don't think we were drinking that night.
Wait, what?
I think we were pretty sober that night.
Jesus Christ! Dude.
Oh wow!
Oh man,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Spencer, what did you think of Robert's story? By the way, like, I know this from experience. I've heard this story before, so I want to hear what you think about it,
dude. Losing I'm going to piggyback on what Nate said earlier. Like, losing someone in general after drinking is scary. Like, it's like, okay, so when I go out with friends, I usually think, hey, I'm going to keep an eye on those guys too, because if they do something stupid, I'm going to put them right in their place. You know, if you're acting like a fucking retard to the waiter, waitress, or bartender, I'm going to let you know. Like, hey, stop being a fucking belligerent drunk, you dumbass. So like, I've never lost anybody when I went out drinking, but man, keeping tabs on someone and then losing them, that like puts you in a whole different mindset. It scares the piss out of you. It literally, it just scares you, man. I mean, I was like, while after hearing that, I even got scared for him, and it's been long past that. I was like, holy shit, I would never want that or that to happen to anybody. That's why it's always good to stick in pairs. That's why I always say that. Stick in pairs or in groups. That's why the military has the battle buddy system. As stupid as it sounds, but like, stick with your boys or girls.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I actually was thinking about the fact that I used to just drink and drink and drink and not care how drunk I got, but now I actually won't let myself get to the point that I'm so drunk that I can't comprehend what's happening and think about if it's a good idea or not. Like, I usually just kind of drink until I'm like feeling pretty tipsy, and then I just like settle down for a second, and then I'll start drinking again when I feel it starting to go down, because I don't want to get so drunk, because I had an experience similar to this, but it was way worse. And I mean, you guys know about it, but it was so bad that I was like, you know what? I don't ever want to be so drunk again that I can't control the situation I'm in. And I kind of recommend that for people, like at least one person be, sober enough to get yourself out of a bad situation if you see it heading that way.
It's unfortunate though when you have like a situation where it's like, okay, we have this group of people, this person like stays sober,
Yeah.
and then that person decides, okay, I'll have a couple of drinks,
Yeah.
and then they get fucking shit faced.
Yeah.
Because I know my wife has a friend that has done that on many occasions.
Yep.
And I have always felt bad for that. Like, okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
be real. Let's be real. Especially ladies need to have a sober friend. That's 100% like needed, because if they don't, shit's gonna happen, because guys are fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's when we did that episode about the guys, about them going to the bathroom in pairs. Dude, keep that shit up.
They need to. Like,
and it's sad to say that. I think it's the stupidest thing that I've had to say that. I think it's ridiculous that me as a guy has to say that to a woman.
I agree. I hate that I have to say that as a guy, but it's 100% accurate.
Yeah. No, but that's the reason, Micro D, like, because people that say they're going to stay sober might not, I typically don't get super drunk. Like, I'll get tipsy, but I haven't been drunk in couple years, honestly. Like, I haven't been really drunk in a while.
Next weekend we will definitely all get drunk, because we probably stay more so at your place.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's just like, if
I'm sure we'll go out
like
once.
at my place, like that's totally fine. I'm talking like out in public. You know what I mean? Like out in public, because like if I feel like I can't control that situation, and so after that incident, I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. You know what? It's not worth the risk.
It's weird. Right? I feel like I'm actually pretty good about like keeping control of the situation, even if I'm pretty drunk.
Yeah.
It's just when I get in that paranoid drunk form, that's when I have an issue.
That's what I'm saying.
But
there's
like,
a certain line that you cross.
Outside,
oh yeah.
But like I know I'm drunk. I'm not tipsy. Like, I am straight up drunk. But like, there's apparently a certain like echelon of drunk that I need to get past to like get the I'm paranoid. Oh, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, 100%. It's funny too, because it's like a one drink thing where it's like I'm good, like I'm drunk, but I'm not out of it.
Dude,
and then you drink one more beer, and it's like, oh, I'm fucked. Here we go.
Exactly. I've been there. And the best thing I do normally is I just give the keys right to my wife, and she knows right off the bat, like, oh, yep, he's drunk.
Yep.
Because I normally am like, either we're gonna Uber home or Lyft or whatever, or I'll drive if I'm just drinking beer. But if I know I'm over the top, I'm like, yep, here's a key. I know you're not drinking that much. You're gonna be the DD tonight.
I have a buddy that he was once he has 10 beers. He honestly sounds like he's really sober. Once he hits that 11th, it is just. He goes
shithouse,
downhill
dude.
From right there. Just shithouse.
Does it have to be a specific beer for that, or does it matter?
I mean, that's kind of an exaggeration. Like, it's.
But no, it really isn't, because I've met people.
Okay, so in all fairness, it was probably like Keystone or something like that. It was the shit beer that we would drink, because that's.
See,
like,
I'm gonna say that it's not an exaggeration, because I've met and hung out with plenty of people that do that. That 4 beer or 5 beers in, they're perfectly fine. But once they hit that sixth one, it's like, it doesn't matter what beer they're drinking. It could be a craft beer with 10%. And by 6 beer in, they're like sloshed.
I mean, 6 craft beers, that's...
But 5 beers, like I'm just, that's
Yeah.
the 10% is an exaggeration. But I'm just saying that it doesn't matter what beer. And I've met plenty of people like that where 5 beers down, they're perfectly fine. After they hit that 6th one and they take one sip, it's like over the top and they're fucking belligerent stupid.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Robert's story.
Yeah, sorry.
So I've heard this story many of times. Robert's a good buddy of mine, also in the fraternity that I was in. And I also know Michael, also part of the fraternity. Yeah, I've heard that story so many times, and it's funny because, like, Michael, like, he's a great guy. Honestly, like, it was not something that I, like, really thought of something that he would do. But I guess when you just hit that point, he just was like, I'm just going to run away from the mafia. I don't know. He definitely, like, we've definitely had our times where we've, like, got drunk and, like, had a great time. Actually, I do want to mention real quick that he's a guy that we made up a drinking game to Winnie the Pooh's Grand Adventure.
Oh, good
and
God.
We made this one where I had like 10 beers over the entire course of drinking Winnie the Pooh's Grand Adventure. And then, sorry, what was I going into that?
Winnie the Pooh's Grand Adventure, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, that guy, like, we both played Winnie the Pooh's Grand Adventure, probably drank the same amount, and that guy was a lot better than I was. Like, that dude can drink a lot more than I can usually, and, like, for him to get that drunk in order to not know where the hell he's at and just blackout drunk is just astonishing to me. He must have drank a lot during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's move on to our next guy.
Hold on. It sounds to me that David's drunk now, so he's like getting all little. I don't know what
guess so.
I don't know what I'm what was I talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to me right now.
You're good, boy. All right, go ahead.
Let's
Nate.
talk about strip clubs, boys. Specifically,
Ooh.
let's talk about Matthew.
Are we like while we're in the military?
Dude, no. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I fucking hate strip clubs. I fucking hate them.
Please, I don't want to go to one when I come up.
We're not. Dude, trust me. We won't because I fucking hate them. Anyways, for those of you that do enjoy strip clubs, Matthew from Facebook went ahead and submitted
God
his...
damn it, Matthew. Love you.
Yeah, Matthew again. We're going to have to send this dude like a shirt or some shit. Fuck.
Dude, I might have to send him like an invitation to kiss him.
That's true. You could do that. You know what? I'll invite you to the wedding, dude. All right. Anyways, so...
Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
So Matthew sent his story in, and I'm going to go ahead and just read it real quick in the best ASMR voice I can.
Okay, everybody shut up.
There's a strip club in El Paso called Jaguars. I like women with Pixar asses. Who don't? Let's be honest here. Miss Incredible... Miss Incredible... Thick.
Dude, no. What's that? Who is that? Andy from Toy Story. Her mom.
Andy's mom, dude.
Oh,
Andy's
dude,
mom.
Andy's mom.
Dude, her bodacious booty.
Andy's mom has got it going on.
She knows what's up.
Anyways, let me get back to it. All right. So there's a strip club. It's called Jaguars. It's in El Paso. He likes women with Pixar asses. She booty smacked me so hard. She pulled a muscle in my neck. I missed PT on Monday and had to explain my stripper injury. Pretty embarrassing. So, I
don't even know where to start with that one.
Dude, I don't even know. Have you guys been to a strip club? And if so, what's the weirdest, like, experience you've had in one, because I've got one. I can start with mine if you guys want to think. So
well, yeah, go ahead, because I mean I have one already. But...
typically, so I've only ever been to a strip club one time where it was, I wouldn't even say that I wanted to go. It was more of an initiation into my unit. When I first got there, they were like, oh, you've never been to a strip club. Okay, well, all of us senior guys are going to take you to a strip club. And then they bought me a lap dance and stuff like that. That was the only time I've ever been to a strip club where I wasn't like, oh, great, we're going to a strip club. I don't want to fucking do this. So the other times I was a DD. And the only reason that I DD'd was because these dudes were kind of idiots. And I wasn't even really friends with these guys. They were just kind of, I worked with them. And when I drove them, they would usually buy me alcohol. So I was like, fuck it, whatever, I'll drive you guys. So I drove and DD'd them to the strip club. Well, I would always sit in the back because if you've been to a strip club, you know, if you sit in the back, the strippers will still come up to you and be like, oh, hey, do you want to dance? But it's a little easier to shoo them off and you don't have to put money on the table. So they would buy me in. That way I could just sit in the back. They could do their thing and then we'd leave. Well, one of my buddies, he's getting a lap dance from this stripper. And I look over and she has a tramp stamp that is 5 stars filled in. And then it says bitch at the bottom. 5-star bitch. This bitch gave herself a Yelp review tramp stamp on her lower back.
Oh my God.
Talk about advertisement. Like,
right.
So yeah, that's the
great.
weirdest.
I love it.
Besides strippers with their baby's face tattooed on their thigh, like their upper thigh, that's probably the weirdest shit I've seen in a strip club.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't really have that good of a story. Jesus, now I don't even know if I want to say it.
No,
Just say it. Don't
I
be
mean,
a bitch. Hey, Spencer. Fuck you.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you too.
Oh my goodness.
And you know what, Nate? Fuck you just because.
Dude, sick.
Anyways. No, anyways. I took my a good friend of mine that had turned 21 about 4 years ago to the strip club, and we ended up going to a really shitty one that it's out of town, out of Rockford, so you know the Rockford strip clubs are shit. But we went to a nicer one, not too far. It was still a petty, ridiculous one. But I taught him how to put $1 on his face. And if for those people that don't know what that means is you would take the dollar, fold it longwise in half, so it would make like a long teepee, and then you put it on your face, and you put your face upside down, and the girl will come up and slap her cheeks on your fucking face, and nab the dollar off your face. Yeah. So he didn't like that too much, and I said, you got to do it one of these times. And there's this bodacious, beautiful, gorgeous stripper, you know, just had big ass tits, big ass in general. And she did it to him and I didn't do it. And he comes up and he goes, bro, I can't help to say this, but, I swear to God, I don't know if she wiped her ass or good enough because it smelled like shit. He said it smelled like shit for the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
So,
I'm just imagining waking up
like,
with pink eye the next morning. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, dude. So I literally told him, I said, dude, I have wet wipes in the car, so I got you, fam. Let's go out for a cigarette at the time. And he wiped his face with 10 wet wipes, and I was
rightfully,
like,
dude, I would too. I would bleach my fucking face,
dude. I told him, I said, I even said, dude, use as many as you want. I don't care. Get that shit out of your face because that's no good.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. So
wow, my strip club story does not compare at all. I went down to Texas in the Fort Worth area, and we went to apparently the best strip club for a bachelor party. And we paid for bottle service because obviously bachelor party. We were up at the front, and we don't have any we never had any weird things with any of the strippers or anything. But we did sit next to a group of gang members who were trying to sell us guns
Oh,
the entire time. Yeah, so like
Did you
this
buy
dude,
one?
No, this dude was like, "Hey, like
It's on Mark, bro.
I've got like AKs in the back of the trunk and everything like that. Like you can."
Ah, dude,
you can
that wasn't him trying to sell it. He was doing a scare tactic. That's instant scare tactic.
I
He's
honestly
playing
I
that gang bullshit.
don't actually remember what he was trying to sell, but they were like trying to sell guns and like were actually having a good time with them and everything. And I just remember like one of the guys who wasn't even in the wedding party was there, and he was just being a little bitch, like, "We gotta go. We can't like be with around these people or something like that." It's like, dude, like we're not even like having issues with these guys.
also saying that stuff is what's going to cause an issue. Like,
Exactly.
oh Lord.
For that.
Yeah, no, I just remember like being around these guys. Which, okay, so I knew one person, the groom, and 4 other guys who I'd never met, like before this week, and everything, and we're just sitting next to a bunch of, I guess, gun dealers, and just having a good time with that.
Did they throw out any prices? I'd be like, yeah, let me see your prices real quick. Let me know what they cost.
I never asked because obviously I'm in Texas that I don't live
Yeah.
in. Everything.
See if they cut you a good deal, you know?
You know, actually, so like they said, like that's the best strip club in the Fort Worth area. For my bachelor party, like I felt like I had a really good deal with like the strippers that I went to, and I went in the middle of bumfuck Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Like it was a good time. So
I take it you like strippers, David?
You know what? I've been to 3 strip clubs. I've had a good time every single time.
Really?
I've had a great time. Like it's really just like having fun with the people that you're with.
Yeah.
I guess. So like the second time I went was like a buddy's graduation, and like I just remember like them, like him, like having like that same 30-minute like realization, like I'm at a strip club, because he was like clamoring to do it, and he was having that same 30-minute realization that I'm at a strip club that I did when I went to my first strip club. And then like we were sitting in like a table on the back, and then we went up to the stripper, like to the actual main stage.
Yeah.
And like he eventually like got into like, okay, this is fun. This isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's actually a good time when you're with the right people.
Yeah.
And you're not having butthole in your face that you need to like wipe your face forever.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
get that.
Right.
All right, so I just wanted to bring up, so Will from the community also has a story. He texted me this, so I'll try to be as quick as I can with this one. So he goes, so I'm in Vegas with my friends. I was drunk 97.69% of the time. 69. Of the 3 days I'm there,
Stupid.
they told me to bring nice clothes to go to a club. I've never been to a fancy club. I bring a button-down shirt and jeans. I see the fancy outfits my friends are in, and I'm feeling extremely underdressed. Anyway, we get to the club. I'm hammered, but having a great time. The dude letting people in, taking the cover charge, asks me if I'm good. I say, hell yes, I'm good. You good? Somehow, I get let in. We're in the club. I go to the bar, get a round of Jack and Cokes for me and my friends. I decide dancing is a good idea. In the middle of the dance floor, dancing my signature bandsaw dance move. Eventually, I find myself grinding with a chick that looks like Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Wait. Bandsaw.
Yeah, like lawnmower, I'm
just
pretty
like-
sure. Yeah,
I-
it's like
I
the
don't-
lawnmower,
yeah, I
I would
think-
assume.
Hey, Will, if you're listening to this right now, I need you to send a video and post it like immediately of you doing that lovely dance move with some damn good music. It has to be like, you know what? Do it to WAP. You know what? Fuck it. Do it to that WAP.
Oh,
ass
God.
Please
do.
That's a terrible song.
Please, no, fuck off. Like, Will, you? That is.
Ah.
You have to do it, man. You have to do it now. All right, go ahead. Finish the story, man.
I'm getting down with my bad self when I eventually look up. and I swear it had to have been the U.S. national women's basketball team. About 14 chicks, all about 6 feet tall. I'm 6'5", so if I was a cartoon, I'd have had hearts for eyes at this point. I basically tossed Michonne away and marched right up to the hottest of all the tall chicks and asked her to dance. Of course, she says no. So I walk up to the next hottest one and ask her to dance. Again, no. I walk up to the next hottest 2 more times, get shut down again and again. Not discouraged, instead of walking to the tall ladies, I begin to point, getting shot down each and every time. Once I got shot down by the last one, I said, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. And I went to buy another round.
Sounds about right what you would do.
Yep, about what I would do. On my way back to my friends with 3 Jack and Cokes in hand, I decided I needed closure. I approached the beautiful ladies and asked if it was because I was underdressed. Every one of them laughed, and the hottest chick approached me and says, no, we just like black guys. When I returned to my friends, they asked me what happened.
Damn.
I told them that those girls were racist. I ended the night getting pizza with my buddy, and watching the poker scene from Semi-Pro on YouTube. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I enjoy sharing my 3 days drunken adventure.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh,
That
man,
is so awesome.
That's great.
Will, that story is epic and probably is top the cake so far.
On the bright
I think
side,
that was awesome.
at least it was nothing that he could fix. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing worse than, like, it could have been like, oh, no, you're just ugly. Like, that would suck. You know what I mean? But, like, him not being
What are you
black
saying?
is just like whatever.
He could go into blackface? Is that what you're trying to
No.
say?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Whoa!
like
Nate,
it's one, like, you
what
can't
the
fix
fuck?
ugly.
It's 2020. We can't do this shit.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, you can't fix ugly, and you can't fix not being black. But, like, I would much rather be told, like, I'm not into you because you're not black than I'm not into you because you're ugly. It's like, that's way worse. That's way more soul crushing.
Yeah, you're right. I would agree with that 100%.
Like,
I would agree with that.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it could have been worse.
My wife has a friend who doesn't date anyone under the 6 foot, and I'm pretty sure it's like 6'1" or 6'2" is usually what she goes for.
You know what? You're all kings. I don't care what height you are. You're all kings.
Everyone, all of you are kings.
You're a king, bruh.
Just the other day, my girl took me and bought me beer and a burger. That's what you should
saw that,
aspire
dude.
to be.
You gotta, yeah. No, you 100%. If your wife takes you on a date, or fiance, girlfriend, if she takes you personally on a date, that's some real love right there.
Yeah, dude. Make her treat you like the king you are.
Yeah, my wife does it every once in a while. Not often, but when it does happen, it's usually amazing because she's like, we're gonna go do this and we're gonna go do that. And I'm like, oh shit.
And you're
okay.
getting laid tonight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some pussy tonight. Yeah, okay. I'm in.
Psych. You don't get that when you're in long-term relationships.
Sometimes when she falls asleep after drinking.
Whoa.
No. I mean, like when she passes out and falls asleep, I'm like, yep, ain't getting none tonight.
Oh, okay. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. No, I don't go and try to get that shit. No, I'm not that kind of
That
person.
could have been real bad.
I just held that conversation. Yeah, we just had that conversation. I do not condone any of that shit.
No kidding.
Whatsoever. Man.
Wow.
So I got another story I want to bring up. What was it? Oh yeah. So I already brought up the falling off the boat and nosediving into my own piss, but this one is back when I graduated from high school. So I graduated from high school in 2009. Yeah, I'm young, even though I'm 30, but whatever. So back then, I was drinking a Miller Lite and Coors Light along with Smirnoff Ice. I don't know if any of you guys know what Smirnoff Ice is, but Smirnoff Ice was kind of a big hit back then.
Yeah, it was like the seltzers of 2009.
But tastes so much better than a
they
seltzer. And I'll drink a Smirnoff Ice over a seltzer any day. Any fucking day. So anyways, we my mom was like, at that age I was 18, so underage, and my mom's like, well, I'll let you drink with your friends as long as they give me the keys to their car and they can stay overnight. I'm like, that's fine. I got 3 of my boys that'll come over. And so I had my buddy Jordan over, who is now a singer in a not so famous band, but I mean, they're good. And then I had my buddy Andrew, who smokes a hella amount of pot every day. And then I got my buddy Chris, who is 10 times smarter, but also stupider in the same sense. So I had us 4 drinking Smirnoff Ices and a few beers. Anyways, my buddy Jordan has never drank in his entire life, and he told his mom, he lied to his mom about coming over and drinking. He's like, yeah, I'm just going over for the graduation and hanging out with him, but never said anything about the drinking because she was she was against the drinking thing. He comes over, he has like 3 Smirnoff Ices, 18 years old Smirnoff Ice. Again, I don't condone the drinking underage, but I was with my family, so that's understandable. Jordan goes, we ended up going down to the basement of my mom's house, and my buddy Jordan's like, I don't know if I can make it down these steps without falling. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it's just like 10 steps. You can make it. And he goes, no, I don't think I can make it, man. I might need a push. And I said, all right, here you go. And I literally like cocked my fucking hands all the way back and just like, I pushed him so fucking hard. He hit his head. He rebounded his head, I guess so to say, off the top of the above the stairs, the wall, and then fell down on the stairs. And I go, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, what happened?" I'm like, "I don't know. I think you fell." And he doesn't remember me pushing him.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So, and then one other one I do want to say is, and this will be like 30 seconds. I went to there's a bar, a 24-hour bar that used to be 24 hours around here.
Yeah.
And I worked 3rd shift. So I would go there after work every once in a blue moon. And one night I went there, and then I went to Turtle Tap in Beloit, which is close to me. And that's open from 6 a.m. and between 6 and 8, it's buy one, get one free. So if you buy 1 beer, you get 1 free beer.
Dude, that's sick.
Literally the first. Yeah, dude. So I had 10 beers. So technically I had 20. All right. 20 beers in, and this 40-year-old chick that I thought was smoking hot, redhead, yada yada. She was like, "Hey, you want to come back to my place?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we gonna fuck?" And she goes, "Probably." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in." Literally left with this chick. No, I don't even remember her name. I don't remember who she was. But then I saw her probably a week or so later going to the same place, and I'm like, oh fuck, she looks familiar. And then my buddy's like, yeah, you went home with her and fucked her. And I'm like, what?
Did she still look okay, or was it the beer goggles?
She looked good still. I didn't go back with her, but yeah, she still looked good.
That's good.
You guys have any other ones?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention one because Michael on Facebook did say he wanted to mention Taco Bell and Neil Hall, which is a story that he and my buddy got drunk, and I was also drunk, and I was with an ex-girlfriend at this time, and like I was in the room with her, and apparently he wanted someone to watch him like eat Taco Bell, and my drunk ass decided that sounds like a great idea instead of laying with my ex-girlfriend. Or girlfriend at the time. It was girlfriend at the time.
I was going to say girlfriend at the time.
Girlfriend at the time. And so I literally walked upstairs, and which was in a dorm, and walked upstairs on the next floor and got in the room, started watching him eat Taco Bell apparently. And
oh Lord, dude.
Every great story ends with Taco Bell.
After like 10, 15 minutes, I gotta go lay with Jillian. And he goes, lay with Jillian? What is she, your concubine?
What?
And like, that's like one of his favorite stories involved with me. Just like, you want to just go lay with her? Lay with her like she's your concubine?
My God, that's awesome.
I bet his ass thought he was so fucking smart too, just because he was drunk.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even like have sex that night. Like I just was like, I'm gonna go like.
Well, yeah, you had concubine in your fucking head. You're like, what? What?
I'm pretty sure I didn't even know what concubine meant.
Taco Bell. You probably had Taco Bell in your head too.
I didn't even have. I had Taco Bell in my head. I didn't even have Taco Bell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you probably not have
the greatest drunchies, dude.
Especially when you get either the munchies or when you're drunk as fuck. Yeah.
Dude,
To be very
I love Taco
clear-
Bell, drunk or not.
To be very clear, weed is legal in the state that Spencer is in. I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I just want to be very clear. Illinois is legal. It's legal in Illinois. Okay. Even if it wasn't, I would still probably do it. But
Oh my
anyways,
gosh.
moving on.
yeah, but dude, so no, Taco Bell, there's been many a nights where I've woken up, or not nights, but mornings that I've woken up after nights of drunken mischief and had Taco Bell laying in my bed with me. It's the one loyal woman to me. I can count on her
yes.
being there every morning after a drunken night.
Every morning. Dude, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's the drunchies, dude. That's where it's at. That or Cookout, man. Cookout is also fire when you're drunk.
Dude, we did our community game night last night, and I swear to God, I didn't eat anything besides pizza with the kids around 6 p.m. And by the time I was hungry, it was about midnight, so I went to Taco Bell.
Dude, Taco Bell has chicken.
Ran to
Yo,
Taco Bell, and
quesadillas.
plus I was higher
Nate.
than a mofo, so...
Nate,
What's up?
I had Cookout. Like, Cookout is not in the Midwest. So I had Cookout when I first got here.
Do you have a treat coming for you, buddy?
Man. A tray. The tray is amazing.
Wait, what
Like,
is it called?
The tray,
So,
dude.
all right. So Cookout, it's obviously drunk food. It's called a tray. So
I'm
you
in.
Get,
I'm already
you,
in.
You can get like 6 different burgers, chicken sandwiches, or something like that. Their sides are amazing. I usually get quesadillas and chicken nuggets.
Dude, their nuggies.
Those are my sides.
Chicken
Their
nuggets.
nuggies are
Oof.
fire, dude. Just wait
Their
until you come,
nuggies are
Spencer.
totally fire.
We've got some treats for you, pal.
Dude, I've been to Virginia a plethora of times, so North Carolina as well. But those hidden gems, yeah, I'm all for it.
Oh, that's
Hell yeah.
a drunk food right there. Cookout is like
Yeah.
Friday and
Drunk.
Saturdays. It is packed. Like,
But you know, is it also good for when you get high as well?
well, yeah.
100%.
I'm in.
Their milkshakes.
So what
are
you're telling
essentially
me-
soft serve ice cream, just a little like
Cup of it.
more meshed
Yeah,
together.
with candy.
So what you're telling me is not only will I have to pick up food for me when I'm drunk, but I also have to pick up food while I'm high because I'm going to get high later afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. You'll have to definitely get lots of food, dude. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah,
There's also a couple local places you guys are going to get to try, which will be a great time. But
100%. I appreciate that, brother.
I'm so in for that shit.
yeah, why don't
All right,
we
so-
wrap this episode up, Spencer?
Yeet, let's do it. So let's tally up that shit. David, you're the one who did all our tally, so tell us who third, second, and first is.
All right. So
Oh,
in
and
third-
before I say that, fuck all of you.
I'm going to predict that David's last. I just have a feeling. David's last. I'm going to say Spencer's second, and I'm first.
I feel like I'm the first.
Was I right?
all right. So actually, Nate, you're last.
Oh, shit.
You had 42.
Oh, wow.
You had 42 drinks. So let me just say real quick that in total, let me count this up. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Oh wow.
These
Okay,
poor
thank you,
listeners,
R2D2.
dude.
All right.
Thank you, R2D2. Go ahead and tell us.
I'm pretty sure we have like 130
Oh.
like
Holy
8
shit.
drinks. 136
I knew this.
or 8
I
drinks.
knew this episode would have been.
So
great. It was
you
great.
should be absolutely plastered by now. If you're still listening to this, you're not drunk enough.
Yeah, dude. I'm lit. I'm lit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's what
having
I'm
a good
saying.
time right now.
Yeah, you practically almost forgot a whole story you were gonna tell us.
All right, so
I know, right?
I'm last. Who's next?
So Nasty Nate is last at 42. I am at 44.
Of course.
And Spenceyyy, you were at 44 until these last like 30 seconds. And
Okay,
have
fuck
jumped
you.
Up, and you have jumped up now to 48. You were at 47.
Dang,
before
dude.
that.
Yeet,
Fuck you.
bitches. All right, let's do it. So let's do our chug for shout outs. Here you go. Who's gonna call it out today?
Yeah, I got it today.
All right, here we go. You ready for this? Hold on.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Danny.
yeah.
I'll hug that bitch. Go for it.
On Facebook, over the last couple of weeks, we've had Danny Grams, Russell Wagoner, Amanda Ross, Jason Kavanaugh, and Sean Presswood have all joined the Facebook group. Thank you guys for joining. On Instagram, We've had Zach Lentz, the VYB Studio. Sorry if I said your name wrong. The Cunning Woman, BMF_Yoda, Shay Michelle XOXO, Cody _J.R. and Soldier Boy Will. Soldier _boy _Will.
Nice.
Thank you guys for all joining our social media pages.
Yeah,
And,
hell yeah. I don't know anybody from the Instagram, and thank you, because we need a lot of Instagram followers because we trying to be Insta famous. So, get that.
Yeah, we're
shit.
actually working up. We're gonna work on an OnlyFans account actually. So if we get enough followers,
No, it's not OnlyFans. It's called OnlyCans.
No, we're working on an OnlyFans account that will be called OnlyCans.
It's OnlyCans because it's gonna be my ass with the hat on.
Yeah.
Top of it, remember?
Yeah,
That's why it's OnlyCans. Okay.
No, but listen, if we
Yeah,
get
there you
enough followers, we can make that happen. We'll have an OnlyFans account for you guys, and then you can follow
Sure
us on our
story.
OnlyFans also.
Yeah, it'll be $5 for me to chug a beer with a shirt off.
Yeah.
So, and then $35 for me to drink
Chug
a
with
beer.
your pants off?
No, chug. No, I'll do that for $50 if you want to do that for me. Pants off, dance off. I'll do it while chugging a beer. But $35 for a straight hour of me just talking about your problems and having a beer.
Oh my god! Because apparently
I got you.
Spenceyy's a friggin' psychiatrist now.
Yeah, bro, fuck out of here. I'll listen to your problems while drinking beer. I'm all for it.
You say your dad's beating the shit out of you and your mother. Yeah.
I really
Hit the
feel
gym,
like I need to be a
dog. Have you ever thought
really
about
feel-
drinking this beer?
Yeah.
I really feel like I need to go away from what I want to do, and now I need to be a psychiatrist. And as long as I have a beer involved, we're all good.
You're just like,
Hell yeah.
he's like
If I
telling
was
you,
a
he's like,
psychiatrist.
he's like, yeah, man, and I've just been feeling really down. Like the voices have been telling me to kill myself this week. And David's like,
Want a
1 second,
beer?
hold on, 1 second, 1 second. Goes over to his mini fridge, cracks one open. He's like, continue. Just.
And then be
By
like,
the
my
way,
bad.
This
Do you
person
want
is
one?
always a recovering alcoholic, too,
Yeah.
so while I'm drinking.
David's like, oh, you want to drink this? Too bad, you're weak.
Not me though, bitch.
Ugh.
Oh man. So I'm gonna go to the Facebook shout outs. Danny Grams is my boy. I actually work with him. Good friend of mine and great musician. So go find him. He's at Danny Grams on Facebook, literally. Danny the Ginger Grams.
It's a dope-ass
Russell and Sean Presswood are actually brothers, and how I met them is my kids' mom. Russ was my kids' mom's boyfriend before me, and then Sean, which is hilarious, was before Russ. Woo! Small fucking world. She's the sleeper. She's that kind of person. Anyways,
Oh, wow.
yeah, Jason is my uncle, Jason Kavanaugh.
Oh,
Shout out to him, being a badass. And then
And
Amanda.
I know Amanda. Amanda's a great friend of mine. I was in her and her husband's wedding.
There you go.
So I'm glad to see Amanda show up in this shit, because I know her husband's in here. Thanks, Amanda, for finally fucking showing up.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
All right, so this will do it for us here at Three Dudes, One Beer. Nate, David, any parting words?
yeah, I mean, as usual, don't be a dick. Yeah, man, just be good people out there, all right? And remember, don't drink and drive while listening to this podcast.
But if you are driving while listening to this podcast, just don't drink. Drink water.
And I'm going to keep saying that every episode because I know there's probably not anyone, because I mean, no one listens to this anyways, but
Yeah, we're not
maybe
famous,
when we
bro.
become famous, maybe then.
One day.
One day.
What about you, David?
Yeah, I think I agree with Nate. Don't be a dick. I know we sound like assholes on here. We're not real assholes in real life, but don't be a dick. And if you like singing shows, I like Sing On now on Netflix. It's with Titus Burgess, who is also in the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and he's hilarious. So if you like singing shows, check that out. It's a great show.
Right on.
Dude, speaking of shows, check out Cobra Kai. Show's badass, dude.
Oh,
Badass.
dude.
Great show.
You know, I'm actually one of those people that have never seen The Karate Kid, so I'm honestly debating watching Cobra Kai before actually watching.
Watch Karate Kid first.
Please watch Karate Kid
I'm
first.
telling you,
You
dude,
know, I
you'll
kind
catch
of
the
want to
small
have
stuff.
that. Oh, fair enough. All right.
Also, it's important
All right,
it's important that you understand the plot line because later on you come to understand stuff. Watch Karate Kid first.
Look, I understand the essentials of Karate Kid,
Yeah.
but we'll
anyways,
we'll talk
Yeah.
about that another time.
Anyways. My parting words are just be good people. Like like they said, just be damn good people and have a bush latte for me, man. That's all I got.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to this. This podcast is produced by myself and all that comes with it. David is our social media fucking guru, and Nate is a guy who knows numbers and shit. Please be sure to email us if you have any questions or concerns at Spencer@3dudes1beer.com. Also, drop us a review on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify. All of our social media is linked in our show notes, so be sure to come say hi and join our fucking awesome community on Facebook or Instagram. Until next time, I'm Spencer with Nate and David, and we are
3 dudes,
1 beer. And remember, hashtag CashMoney2020 and hashtag Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain. Yeet!
Oh,
Yeet, yeet!
yeah.